of course, the answer will be the same. 19 and 203. 19 and 203. Now, what does this show? This shows us that integrating the whole function within the same integral and integrating the two functions separately as two separate definite integral, the answer is the same. So we can use this as a formula to help us to find out answers. Okay, right. So now you go through this and you see the limit, a to b, a to b, a to b. It must be the same. If not the same, then cannot. So you see the relationship. If you don't understand the relationship here, you can ask me.
Can.
Can, okay. Can, then I'm going through one example with you to show you how to apply, right? Show you how to apply. Okay. Okay. Now, this example consists of two questions. Okay. The first question is, they ask you to find the value of a definite integral from 0 to 3 of a combined function fx plus gx. Okay, this is the first question. The second question is, they ask you to find the definite integral from 0 to 3 of this function here, 3gx minus 2dx. Okay, this is the question. Now, given this question, since the function is unknown, they have to give you something. That something is this. Oh, the definite integral from 0 to 3 of fx is 2. The definite integral of gx from 3 to 0 is -3. Or you see the limit here and the limit here is different, right? Okay, so take note, take note. So now we are going to find this first definite integral. Any idea what to do with this?
This one is
What must you do with this? To integral.
the answer is 5.
Answer is 5. Correct. Answer is 5. So we see how to get 5. So integrate from 0 to 3 fx and integrate from 0 to 3 gx. You can actually separate this into two definite integral, but they must have the same upper and lower limit. Cannot be terbalik, cannot be different number. Okay. So next one. This integrate from 3 to 0 fx dx. No need to do anything because what is given to you is 0 to 3. However, this one, integrate 0 to 3, you have to do something about it because what is given to you is 3 to 0. Okay, so what is given is 3 to 0, but they want you to find 0 to 3. So you have to terbalik this one. So from this step to this step, you have to terbalik. When you reverse the upper and lower limit, you have to change it to a negative sign. Okay or not? Okay, then we look at the next step. The next step says, oh, this yellow, orange color is 2. This green color is negative 3. So negative 3 is positive 5. So you are correct. So you know how to apply the results that is given, right? How to apply the result. But before I continue with this second part here, I want to clarify something with you. For the addition of two functions, fx plus gx, you can separate them as integrate fx plus integrate gx. However, if you have two functions like this, fx multiplied with gx, you cannot separate them like this. Integrate fx multiplied with integrate gx. Multiplication is not true for definite integral. Another one is like this lah. Let's say you have two functions like this. 2x minus 1, x plus 5. You cannot separate them and say 2x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 1. Cannot, huh? X plus 5 cannot. Okay. Now, another thing that you cannot do is, let's say instead of fx minus gx, maybe not here, you have fx divided by gx. Fx divided. Can you say that you can separate them to integrate fx, then divide by integrate gx? No. Now, this type of result will not apply to cases like multiplication and division. For example, if you integrate 2x plus 3x plus 2, x squared plus 1, you cannot say, oh, I integrate fx first lah, 3x plus 2 first lah, then I integrate x squared minus 1. Cannot. The result is not true. It's not true for multiplication and division. Multiplication and division cannot. Addition and subtraction can. This one can. This one. Addition and subtraction, you can separate them. Multiplication and division, you cannot separate. So we move on to the second question. The second question is integrate from 0 to 3, 3gx minus 2. Like this. Okay, so how to proceed? Got any idea how to proceed? Subtract. So you can separate the two functions. How to separate the two functions? Like this. If it's add, then you add. If it's minus, then you minus. What are the two functions? The two functions are 3x gx. And the second function is 2. So you have to integrate these two separately. Please take note that, yes, anything?
The answer is 4.
Okay.
Answer is 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4.
Okay, are you back? Okay, so although you separate them like this, you have to take note that the limit is 0 to 3. This one also 0 to 3. You cannot separate them and at the same time change their upper and lower limit. Okay, cannot. So you separate them, the upper and lower limit is still the same. Another thing same is, if it's negative sign, then you have to remain negative here. Next step. Next step says that you can take out the 3. This is one of the results that we have learned earlier. The 3 can take out. 3, then integrate 0 to 3 gx dx. And this one is a number. Number you know how to integrate. Integrate 2 is 2x. So sometimes they want to trick you, or always they give you unknown. Sometimes they give you a known. You must be able to recognize whether it is an unknown function or a known function. Then you can integrate them. If it's a known function, you integrate. If it's an unknown integration, an unknown integral, you refer to the given value above. So integrate 2 is 2x, and you have to substitute the limit 3 and 0. Proceed. Oh, what is given to me is 3 to 0. What I have here is 0 to 3. Oh, so I have to change. I cannot use the number here directly. So I have to change from 03 to 30. By changing 03 to 30, I have to put a negative sign in front. Over here, I proceed as usual, substitute the first number first, second number second. And also note that the whole thing, there is a negative sign in front of the whole thing. So if you didn't do systematically, you may make careless mistake, right? So you just do it. Okay, next step. This is 3. This value is negative 3. By itself, the blue color by itself is negative 3. Then there's another negative sign outside. And this one is 6 minus 0, 6. But the negative sign outside is negative 6. So this is 9 minus 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. 9 minus 6 is 3. Any question so far?
No.
No. No questions. Okay. You can go through this before I go on to the next result. You can go through this one. If any question, you just ask me.
Okay.
Okay. Then I go on to the last result. This last result is needs some explanation. It looks very complicated, but it is not complicated. So don't worry. Don't worry. I can explain, right? Okay. Now it is something like this. If you want to find the definite integral of a function fx from a to c, right? It is the same as finding the definite integral from a to b, b to c, where a is less than b, less than c. What is this? What is this? It means like this, right? It means like this. Explanation. Now, integrate from a to c is the same as integrate from a to b, b to c. Okay? What is this? Let's say, for example, you want to integrate a certain function from 1 to 10. It is the same as integrating from 1 to 3, then 3 to 10. What is the catch or not? What is the reason behind here? How do you know 3 to 10 and so on? I will explain. Now, this number 3 is between 1 and 10. It can be actually not only 3, it can be any number as long as it is between 1 and 10. And you end with this number, here you start with the same number. Let's say you want to integrate from 1 to 10, it's the same as integrating from 1 to 3, then 3 to 10. Now, instead of 1 to 3, 3 to 10, I can say 1 to 9, then 9 to 10. The answer will still be the same. As long as these numbers, they are continuous. They are continuous. There's no break in between. Let's say you say from 1 to 3, integrate from 1 to 3, then 5 to 10. There is one part missing. 3 to 5 is missing, so cannot. But if you end with a 3 here, use 3 here and begin with a 3 here, it is correct. It's correct. Now, what does this mean? Okay, you try to work out and you see the answer is the same. Right? You work out from 1 to 10 is the same as from 1 to 3, 3 to 10. Like I say, not necessarily 3. It can be 1 to 8, then 8 to 10. As long as it is continuous and there's no empty gap in between, it's always correct. How to show that there is no gap in between? Right? So it's like this. For a certain range, you can break it into any number of parts as long as the limits are continuous. Continuous means here 3 or end with 3, here begin with 3. Then it's correct. And not only you break it into 2 parts, you can break it to any number of parts. Now, let's say we have 1 to 10. This 1 to 10 is shown on a number line. It's shown on the number line. And you can actually integrate from 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 8, 8 to 10. You can break it into as many parts as possible as long as they are continuous, they are joined together. Right? You cannot say integrate 1 to 3, then 5 to 8. Cannot really, because you miss out 3 to 5. So it should be 1 to 3, 3 to 5. Like that. You don't break it, you don't miss out any part in at the center there. So what does this mean? It means that 1 to 3, so you integrate from 1 to 3, 3 to 5, and 3 to 5, 5 to 8, 5 to 8, 8 to 10, 8 to 10. So if this sum of this integral, right, it is the same as integrate from 1 to 10. You integrate this part by part, that is same as 1 to 10. Any question?
No.
If you cannot understand this very many part, you just take 2 part enough already, no? Right? 2 part from 1 to 10 is 3 to 1, 3 to 10. Like that. Any question?
No.
No question. No question, then let me see. Actually, there's no example like this here. Let me see, yeah. 4B. 4B. Here, this is an example here. Okay, now you look at this question number 4, part B here. Part B here. Can you do this? Number 4, part B. The hint is here. You can take this. You tried number 4, part B. Same as this. Can you tell me what is the answer?
The find 3 function x. I take 5.
Yeah. You send me the answer or not?
No one didn't yet in the
Okay. Never mind. I show you. Okay, I show you.
is the 2 minus 2 and then like
I show you. Now, what we want to find is integrate from 3 to 5, then minus from 7 to 5. Okay. Now, what is given here is from 3 to 7. From 3 to 7. Okay, so from 5 to 7. Right. Next part. Okay, so you see that the limit here is not continuous. Here is 5, then you jump to 7. To make it continuous, this number here should be 5. The top number should be 7. Then it will be 3, 5, then 5, 7. Then it's continuous. So I have to change this 7, 5 to 5, 7. When I change this 5, 7, 7, 5 to 5, 7, I have to put a negative sign in front. Besides this orange color, there is still a black color negative in front. This is the original question. This orange color becomes this orange color here, including the negative sign. Okay? So, next one. Negative and negative become positive. So now, what we are doing is actually integrate from 3 to 5, then 5 to 7. So if that is the case, since these numbers here, they are continuous, so I can just say these two definite integral is the same as integrating from 3 to 7. Is the same as integrating from 3 to 7. And integrating from 3 to 7 is given here. Integrate 3 to 7, the answer is 5. It's 5. Okay? Right. So all the important results I have shown you already, right? 5 altogether. You look at your lecture notes. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. Right? So all the 5 I have gone through. Oh, here your lecture notes also got example ask you to do here. Okay. This one you can integrate directly, but you have to divide by negative.